All right. Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing? Ah, there we go. Hang on one second. Let me see here. All right. Can you hear me? This is my first time doing an actual Facebook Live, with actual live viewers. So I just want to make sure it looks like it works fine. Cool, cool. All right. Let's see. I am still, yeah, it's so funny. I mean, I'm still trying to figure out. There we go, the live chat. Okay, perfect. Sorry, guys. I'm so used to YouTube that it's taking me getting a little used to the Facebook Live, and I was trying to. I'll have to play around a little bit with it. I was trying to see if I could see comments on the actual Facebook Live on my computer, but oh well, I can see them on the. I've got them pulled up on my cell phone as well, so that should work. All right. Well, thank you all so much for joining tonight. I appreciate it. I am going to let's see. Okay, just making sure nobody else was asking to join. I do keep getting these messages popping up about too low of a frame rate, but it sounds like everything looks okay. Let me go ahead and just finalize the team list real quick, and then I will show the team list, and then we'll go ahead and jump in. All right, good deal. So tonight's giveaway card is going to be a numbered card. This out of the Optic series from this year for Chad Johnson, numbered out of 299, 193 out of 299. So at the end, I will randomize this one. And let me go ahead and show the team list real quick. Sorry, give me just a second. Trying to figure out why why the autofocus isn't picking up. There we go. That looks a little bit better. Okay, just a moment. I'll get it eventually. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and scroll down through the names. There we go. And I'll bring it back over here. So I got one more, approve one more person real quick. All right, so we'll go ahead and jump in if everything's looking good. Let me pull this back up on my computer. All right, there we go. Sorry again about being a little slow here. I'll have to play around a little bit more with Facebook Live just to see how to pull the comments up and everything on the computer as well. Alrighty, so we got 10 boxes of the Chronicles NFL. So this is not the draft picks. This is the 2021 NFL version. So we'll go ahead and jump in. Good luck, everybody. An empty box there. And I think what I'll do, just to make it as efficient as possible, is I'll just open all the packs within each box all at once. And then we'll take a look at all of them together within each box. So I do have the comments. I can pull them up on my phone so I can see those. And Paul, I'm assuming you're watching. If you do see anything that looks a little funky or if something's going on with the feed, shoot me a message through Messenger. All right. Well, I do appreciate y'all joining tonight for the inaugural Beer City Breaks Facebook group break. Everything so far I've done on YouTube. All right, getting started. Here we go. Good luck, everybody. Starting off, we got Terry McLaurin, Patty Mahomes, Cole Beasley, Prestige for Micah Parsons, going to the Cowboys. And we got a Clear Vision for Travis Etienne, going to the Jags. Got a Kyle Trask Gridiron Kings. Another Kyle Trask Gridiron Kings. This one, however, is the pink foil version. Got Myles Garrett, Matt Judon, A.J. Dillon, and a nice looking Jamar Chase on the Legacy for the Bengals. Then we got a Kellen Mond on the Magnitude going to the Vikings. Got a Mac Jones rookie card there on the canvas-like finish. Got a Joe Burrow pink. Kirk Cousins, Marquise Brown, Kadarius Toney rookie for the Giants. Got a Michael Carter on the Prestige. And then we got a Kyle Pitts on the Momentum. Rondale Moore, Luminance. And then a Mac Jones also on the canvas, but it is the pink version there. Go ahead and at least get that one sleeved up and top loaded. All right, second half of box number 1. We got DJ Moore, Keenan Allen, CeeDee Lamb. Got a Zach Wilson on the Prestige. Justin Fields on the Clear Vision. Got a Zach Wilson Gridiron Kings. Alvin Kamara on the pink. Aaron Jones, Antonio Gibson, Tyreek Hill. Got Jamar Chase. And this is the Dynagon insert. Got Trey Lance on the Magnitude. Jeffrey Simmons on the pink. Rondale Moore on the canvas pink foil version. Got Justin Herbert on the regular Chronicles. Dak Prescott. Russell Wilson. And then we got Tutu Atwell, rookie for LA. And we got a Mac Jones on the playoff Momentum on the clear acetate card. And then we got the Chronicles pink for Trey Lance. And then a Zach Wilson pink as well. All right, not bad. I'll go ahead and get a few of these sleeved up and top loaded real quick. And just like I'll try to, sleeve and top load as many as I can while we're doing the break. If I don't necessarily sleeve or top load something on camera, I will at minimum sleeve all of the rookies, the big rookies, and then I will also top load a lot of the big rookies as well. And then I will, the nicer cards for like the mid-level rookies, I will also sleeve those up at minimum. Oh. All right. Let's kind of make a little space real quick. All right, we'll go ahead and jump into box number 2. I do like the Chronicles. I like the fact that you get a lot of variety, got a lot of different stuff. I will say a lot of the, it does also pretty heavily feature the rookies, so that's pretty nice as well. I know when you're going through something like Prism, maybe even to a lesser extent Mosaic, sometimes it's hard to hit those top rookies. So, the cards may not be necessarily on par with, Prism or Mosaic necessarily, not all of them anyway. But you do get quite a bit of the rookies that you're looking for, so that's always nice. I did a 15 blaster box break. Oh, what was that? Was that Sunday this past week? And we did get quite a few of the Prism Black, so those are the ones we're really looking for, those rookies on the Prism Black. Had a couple of Prism Black Silvers as well, so hopefully we can find a few of those tonight. All right, box number 2. Starting off, we got Kareem Hunt. Sorry, I keep getting these messages popping up. We got Kareem Hunt, Damian Harris, Aaron Rodgers. Got a Jalen Waddle, Prestige. And then we got Trey Lance on the Momentum. Dwayne Eskridge on the Gridiron Kings for the Seahawks. Cortland Sutton. Taylor Heineke. Got Adam Thielen. Dawson Knox. Let me just check something real quick. Oh, let me do one more approval real quick, sorry. Okay, there we go. Definitely takes a little getting used to. A little bit different than YouTube. All right, so we got Kadarius Toney on the Prestige. And then we got a Kyle Trask on the Magnitude. Eli Mitchell on the Luminance. Kyle Trask, Gridiron Kings Pink. And let's see, we got TJ Hawkinson for Detroit. Chris Godwin, Laviska Shenault. We got Davis Mills on the Score. Nice looking card. I got a Najee Harris on the Clear Vision. Then we got Kadarius Toney on the kind of canvas-like surface. Michael Carter on the pink. Lamar Jackson, Danny Jones, Nick Chubb. Got Ramondre Stevenson. And we got a Flux Silver for the Panthers for Terrace Marshall Jr. So nice, a little step above the regular Flux. Got Asante Samuel on the Gridiron Kings for the Chargers. Jalen Waddle on the Luminance with the pink foil. Got Mac Jones on the Chronicles, Brevin Jordan, and Ben Roethlisberger. We got Devontae Smith for the Eagles. Dwayne Eskridge on the Playoff Momentum. Matt Stafford. Got Kenneth Gainwell for the Chiefs on the pink. Justin Jefferson. Looks like we do have a Prism Black. We got Jalen Waddle, Amon-Ra St. Brown, and let's see. It's going to be for the Jets. Might it be a Zach Wilson? No, it is a Michael Carter. All right, well, we'll take it. We got a Ian Book on the Playoff Momentum. And then finishing up second box, we got a pink DeAndre Hopkins. And then a pink Gridiron Kings for Najee. Trying to remember, I think out of the 15 blasters I did the last time, I want to say we got a pretty decent number of the Prism Blacks. I want to say we probably got like 10 to 12, so hopefully we can get about 6 or 8 of those tonight. I do like the way these look. Probably one of the nicest cards you can get out of the Chronicles. But I guess there's only a couple more, or a handful more of 2021 NFL releases, and everything will be switching over to 2022. I think I saw that, was it Select that got pushed back again? So it seems like they keep pushing stuff back farther and farther. I did get a couple boxes of the Legacy, the 2022 Legacy hobby boxes that were released yesterday. I grabbed 2 of them from Panini's website. So when those get in, I'll do a break with those. Also grabbed 2 H2 hobby boxes of the Prestige for 2022. So when those come in, I'll throw those in a break as well. Looking for something a little bit different. All right, box number 3. I'd seen some people posting on Facebook that they were seeing the Prestige for 2022 blaster boxes at their local Walmarts. I only went to one of my Walmarts today, and I didn't see them there. I did see a police chase, so that was interesting. Got the empty box there. I walked out of the Walmart, and I looked around. I heard sirens, and all of a sudden there's like a little drive that goes between the Walmart and the Lowe's across the street, and I saw the cop go flying through. Went into the parking lot of the Hobby Lobby next door, and then I realized what was going on. He was chasing a guy in an SUV. They drove all the way around the Hobby Lobby lot and then out the lot again, and then a couple other cops showed up, and then that guy went flying out of the shopping center, and I don't know where he went from there. So I kept looking on the local news websites, and I didn't see anything about it, but must not have been big enough to make the news. That was pretty big event for where I'm from. It's kind of a quiet little place, so that's kind of that's a big deal. All right, here we go. Next up, starting off, we got Derrick Henry, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Chuba Hubbard, Kyle Pitts on the Prestige. Got a Ian Book on the Magnitude for the Saints. Devontae Smith going to the Eagles. Got a Micah Parsons, pink. Again, on that kind of canvas-like appearance. Got a regular Chronicles for Devontae Smith. Jerry Jeudy. Zach Wilson. Got a Patrick Surtain, Legacy for the Broncos. Then we got looks like we got a Prism Black Silver coming up. We got a Clear Vision for J.C. Horn. A Gridiron Kings for J.C. Horn as well. Trey Lance on the Chronicles. Cooper Kupp. Hang on a second. Try to do this without revealing anything. All right, we got Cooper Kupp, J.J. Watts, Michael Thomas, Pat Freiermuth, and I think we have it's a Cardinal. Okay. Rondale Moore. All right, I saw the red for a second. I thought maybe it was going to be a 49er, but it is Rondale Moore for the Cards. So that's the silver version. It's got that holographic background there. And continuing on, we got a Gridiron Kings for Zach Wilson. Terrace Marshall, Gridiron Kings pink for the Panthers. We got DK Metcalf for the Seahawks. Got Jonathan Taylor, my fantasy running back from last year. A.J. Brown. Then we got Kyle Trask on the Prestige. Got a Trevor Lawrence. There we go. I think that's our first Trevor Lawrence on the Playoff Momentum on the Clear Aesthetic card. Got a Jeffrey Simmons pink. Davis Mills pink on the Luminous. Travis Kelce. Christian McCaffrey, Jalen Hurts, another Trevor Lawrence. So this is the Trevor Lawrence box. Again, this is the Dynagon insert. And then we got a Kadarius Toney on the magnitude, Alvin Kamara on the pink, Devontae Smith on the pink canvas, Micah Parsons, Tyler Lockett, Quentin Nelson, got a Rondale Moore on the prestige. We got a clear vision for Mac Jones, and another Rondale Moore, and then a Joey B pink to wrap things up there. If you've never done a break with me before, I'm from Cincinnati, Ohio originally, so I'm a big Bengals fan, Cincinnati sports fan in general. Obviously, the Reds season's pretty much over, especially now the trade deadline is come and gone, so there's not really much more of interest for Reds fans. But at least we got to the start of football training camp. So definitely looking forward to seeing what the Bengals can do this year, coming off their Super Bowl loss from last year. They didn't really, other than Jesse Bates, still kind of holding out, they didn't really lose anybody from last year. I mean, well, they lost C.J. Uzama, but at least they got Hayden Hurst. But, you know, they did add to their offensive line, although I think they've had some minor injuries so far on the offensive line. So, but we'll see. I'm just ready to watch some football. I caught a little bit of the Jags-Raiders game the other night. Not the most exciting game, I guess, since the starters weren't really playing a whole lot. All right, box number 4 coming up. Okay. All right, sorry, I was trying to see if I could find a way to pull the comments up on the actual computer, but I'll have to play around with that a little bit. All right, so next box, we're starting off with Jalen Waddle. Then we got Amon-Ra St. Brown, Mike Evans. And on the Prestige, we got a Javonte Williams for the Broncos. Zach Wilson on the Magnitude. Jalen Waddle on the canvas. Gridiron Kings pink for Nico Collins. James Robinson, Calvin Ridley, and Darren Waller. Got an Amon-Ra St. Brown on the Legacy. Devontae Smith, Clear Vision for the Eagles. Then we got Patrick Surtain for the Broncos on the Gridiron Kings. Pink for Deontay Johnson, Baker Mayfield, Eli Mitchell, Brandon Cooks. And then we got a Prestige, Najee Harris. And we got a Silver Legacy for T-Law. Go ahead and get that one sleeved up and top loaded real quick. So we started slow with the T-Law, but we're picking up steam. All right, we got another Trey Lance here on the Gridiron Kings. Got Javonte Williams on the Luminance, pink. Chronicles, Deontay Johnson. And we got Joe Mixon, Mike Gesicki, Kellen Mond. Got a Trey Lance on the playoff momentum. Chronicles, pink. Joe Mixon. Jalen Waddle, pink on the canvas. DeAndre Swift, Tom Brady, T-Law. Got Kenneth Gainwell on the Dynagon. And then we got a Kyle Trask on the Magnitude. Mike Gesicki on the pink foil. Got a pink foil Patrick Surtain on the Gridiron Kings. Cordell Patterson, Josh Jacobs, Darnell Mooney. Then we got Amon-Ra St. Brown on the Prestige. Clear Vision for Najee for the Steelers. And we got a Luminance for Najee Harris. And then DeAndre Swift, pink foil there. Definitely looking forward to seeing what these second-year players can do. Obviously, also curious to see how the rookies do, but especially curious to see how these second-year quarterbacks do. I always end up being a little partial to the players that I have in my fantasy league from one year to the next. So I had Trey Lance on my bench for most of the year last year. I had Jimmy G as my starter. So that was one weakness, I guess, on my team last year. But so curious to see how Trey Lance will do. Also had Justin Fields last year, so I'm kind of curious to see how he'll do this year as well. And then of course T-Law and Mac Jones, but even Davis Mills, see if he can kind of build on last year's success. I mean, you know, they weren't very good, but so I guess quote unquote success. All right, next up. So this is box number 5. After this one, about halfway down. I will say if anybody is looking for, to buy their own blasters of the Chronicles, they should have them out at Walmart's right now. Even Target's website, I think, has had some of the Chronicles products on their website. So those should be pretty accessible. I'm kind of curious to see if Target will drop anything this week. They haven't done their Tuesday morning drop for, I think it's been 3 weeks now, or will be 3 weeks Tuesday. So I don't know if we'll get maybe some Donruss Optic, maybe some Prestige. Not quite as exciting. I'm hoping we get some Donruss Optic. That would be nice. I'd like to do some breaks with that. I've been seeing that Barnes & Nobles have been getting the Optic blasters, but mine has not yet. All right, box number 5. We got Quentin Nelson to start off, and then Kyler Murray, Josh Allen, Chuba Hubbard on the Prestige. Got a playoff momentum for Justin Fields, and then we got a Greg Rousseau for the Bills on the Gridiron Kings. Terrace Marshall Jr. on the Luminance pink. And then we got Justin Herbert, Dak Prescott, and Russell Wilson. And then the Penei Sewell rookie on the Legacy for the Lions. Solid player, but I must say as a Bengals fan, I'm glad that we took Jamar Chase instead. Got a magnitude again for Zach Wilson. Got the Mac Jones Gridiron Kings portrait card there. We got the pink Christian McCaffrey. Got Aaron Jones. Let me flip these upside down for Green Bay. Antonio Gibson, Tyreek Hill, Travis Etienne on the Prestige. Got Devontae Smith on the Clear Vision. And then a Devontae Smith Luminance. And then we got a pink foil Pat Freiermuth on the canvas. Got DJ Moore, Keenan Allen, CeeDee Lamb, and then a Prestige. Looks like we got another Prism Black coming up. Prestige for Dwayne Eskridge for the Seahawks. Then we got Trey Lance on the playoff momentum. Pink foil, Jalen Hurts. And for the Browns, we got Anthony Schwartz on the pink foil, Gridiron Kings. Then we got Kirk Cousins. Again, let me see if I can do this without revealing it too soon. Kirk Cousins, Marquise Brown, Kadarius Toney, and I think it's upside down. So let's see. We got a 49er. So maybe we can get a little Trey Lance. No, Eli Mitchell. Hey, got my hopes up there. Still a nice card, but not the 49er we're looking for necessarily. All right, continuing on, we got a Kyle Trask again on the magnitude. Micah Parsons pink foil. Sam Ehlinger on the Luminance, the pink foil version. Myles Garrett, Matt Judon, A.J. Dillon. Got Mac Jones on the Prestige. Clear Vision again for Najee Harris. Got Davis Mills on the canvas. And then Tyler Lockett for Seattle on the pink foil. All right, let me get, let's see. Yeah, I keep getting a message popping up about the frame rate, but I don't want to do anything and mess it up. Let me grab some top loaders real quick, just a second. All right. All right, box number 6. I do have some more breaks coming up tomorrow night. I've got one break. I think the first one will be a 2 cello box mixer, 1 box of 12 of the Mosaic cello packs from the football this year, and then 12 of the Prism cello packs. So mix them up a little bit. And then I'll also have a 10 blaster box of Prism, the Target variety, with the disco inserts. So that'll be tomorrow night. And then I haven't put anything up yet for this coming week. I'll probably do the last bit of NBA Prism Blasters that I've got, maybe Thursday night. And then I'll do some more football next weekend for sure. Okay, starting off. Oh, we do have another Prism Black coming up. See if I can. There we go. Starting off, we got Adam Thielen, Dawson Knox. Just going to point the camera down a little bit. Dawson Knox, TJ Hawkinson. Got Micah Parsons. And then, let's see, going to the Colts. So, Sam Ehlinger. All right, not bad. I was expecting like a Quiddy Pay or something. But we'll take Sam Ehlinger. And that is the silver variety. It's got the holographic appearance to it. And then we got Kyle Pitts, Eli Mitchell, Chris Godwin, Laviska, Lamar Jackson. Got a Jalen Waddle on the Prestige. Azeez Ojulari for the Giants on the playoff momentum. Marquise Brown, Nico Collins, Danny Dimes, Nick Chubb, Mac Jones, and we got a Kyle Pitts going to Atlanta. Again on the Diningen insert. Then we got a Kyler Murray on the Magnitude going to the Cards. Kadarius Toney with the pink foil. A Rashad Bateman, pink foil Gridiron Kings for the Ravens. Got Brevin Jordan, Ben Roethlisberger, and Justin Jefferson. Oh, let me see. Let me check something real quick. All right, sorry, I wanted to check the notification on there to see if somebody else was trying to get onto the page. All right, so the rest of this box, we got De'Ami Brown, and then Clear Vision for Davis Mills, Dwayne Eskridge, Gridiron Kings. Got a pink foil for Myles Garrett, and then we got, turn these over, Jalen Waddle, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Mike Evans, Kyle Pitts on the Prestige. Playoff momentum for Micah Parsons. Eli Mitchell on the Luminance. Felipe Franks, on the Luminance Pink. James Robinson. Calvin Ridley. Darren Waller. We got Mac Jones on the Legacy. And then we've got Najee on the Playoff Momentum. Kadarius Toney on the Canvas. And Matt Judon on the Pink Foil. Okay, box number 7. Oh, looks like we got another Prism Black coming up. Oh, sorry about that. Caught them there. All right. So we got Matt Judon. Seen a lot of him tonight. We got A.J. Dillon again, Terry McLaurin. Got Amon-Ra St. Brown on the Prestige. Ian Book on the Clear Vision. Got a nice Jamar Chase with the pink foil. Jalen Waddle on the Gridiron Kings pink. Patty Mahomes. Cole Beasley. And let's see what our Prism Black, I want to say, almost looks like Bears colors, but let me see. It is the Bears, and it is Justin Fields. All right, there we go. That's a good one. So, nice looking Prism Black card there for the Bears and Justin Fields. Then we got Greg Rousseau. We got Tua, pink. Ramondre Stevenson on the Luminance pink foil. Najee. Travis Etienne, Rashad Bateman. Got another Justin Fields, this time on the Prestige. Travis Etienne on the Momentum. Got a Elijah Moore for the Jets on the canvas. Javonte on the pink. And we got Saquon, Kareem Hunt, Damian Harris, Tylan Wallace. A magnitude for Jalen Waddle. Another one of the Gridiron Kings for Jalen Waddle. Got a canvas for Micah Parsons, the pink foil. And then we got Aaron Rodgers, Taylor Heineke, Adam Thielen. Got a Shane Buechele. I have not seen one of those yet in this set, so that's interesting on the Legacy. Probably a guy that, barring an injury to Patty Mahomes, isn't going to see a lot of playing time for the next decade or so. We got Clear Vision for Trey Lance, Luminance for Ramondre, Corey Davis on the pink, Dawson Knox, T.J. Hawkinson, Chris Godwin, and Terrace Marshall. And then we do have a Kyle Pitts on the Dinigan, this time the silver version. And then we have a Micah Parsons on the canvas and a pink Terrace Marshall on the Gridiron Kings there. Yep, we'll just swap the Kyle Pitts out there. There we go. Yeah, I'm curious to see what those Legacy hobby looks like this year. I think there's a Facebook group that I'm in, Dagan Nation Sports Cards, if anybody's interested in joining. Rob Allison's a good guy. I think he's got a 4-box break going tomorrow that he's going to drop on his Facebook page at some point, on his group page for Dagan Nation Sports Cards. It's just D-E-G-E-N, Dagan Nation Sports Cards. And again, his name is Rob Allison. But I've joined quite a few breaks with him. So I think at some point tomorrow he's going to drop that. So I may try to get in on that. Seemed like the hobby boxes sold out. I mean, it wasn't super quick, but within 30 minutes or an hour, I think, yesterday on Panini's website. So I'd only grab 2 of them for now. Just wanted to try a couple of them in a break. So this is box number 8. We got 3 to go, including this one. And we got another Prism Black coming up. Kind of looks like Jets colors, so we'll see. Okay, here we go. Box number 8. Starting off, we got J.J. Watt for the Cards. Michael Thomas, D.K. Metcalf, Javonte Williams on the Prestige. Terrace Marshall on the Clear Vision. T-Law on the Luminance. Got Matt Ryan, Pink. Jonathan Taylor. A.J. Brown. Travis Kelce. Trey Lance Prestige. Then we got a Josh Palmer. All right, I don't think I'd seen him the other night. So a playoff momentum on the Clear for San Diego. We've got Keeney Nwangwu for the Vikings on the Gridiron Kings. We got Micah Parsons on the Canvas, Pink. And let's see, I don't want to give it away, but we got Christian McCaffrey, Jalen Hurts, Micah Parsons, and let's see. So it looks like Jets colors. It is the Jets. Could it be? Could we get? Here we go. We got a Zach Wilson, so that's a nice one. Does have kind of a little imperfection over here. It's almost like a little line, kind of a ridge almost. Kind of feel a little bit. Not too bad. Good old Panini. And their lack of quality control sometimes. We got Magnitude for Russell Wilson. We got a Pat Freiermuth on the Gridiron Kings. Chronicles, Derek Carr, Pink. Got Tyler Lockett. Quentin Nelson. Kyler Murray. Got another silver of some sort. Najee Harris on the Prestige. Oh, we actually just have two of the Prism Blacks. All right. This time going to the Eagles. Kenneth Gainwell. This one's a silver. Interesting. I don't know if we had two in the same box on last week. We got Eli Mitchell on the canvas. Gridiron Kings, Pink for Terrace Marshall. Josh Allen. Justin Herbert. Dak Prescott. Then we got Kenneth Gainwell on the Prestige. A Sam Ehlinger on the Clear Shots. David Montgomery on the Pink. Davis Mills on the Luminance Pink. Russell Wilson. Aaron Jones. Antonio Gibson. Got another Sam Ehlinger on the Legacy this time. Odafe Owe on the playoff momentum. We got Trey Lance, Pink. And then a Devontae Smith, Pink on the canvas. Yep. There we go. Sometimes these top loaders come partially sealed. So not a bad selection on the Prism Black so far. Last week I think I had two Mac Jones if I remember right. Unfortunately neither one of them were the silver ones, but nice nonetheless. Let's see. All right, two more to go. Box number 9. I haven't seen anything numbered yet. I know they do have some numbered cards in there. Theoretically, there's autographs out there too. I hadn't seen any of those in last week's break. We did get one numbered card. I guess that was like a Terrace Marshall maybe. Nothing too exciting. And I'm going to work to get these packaged up tomorrow and get those dropped off at the post office Monday, so that hopefully everything will arrive to y'all by the end of the week. Okay. This next box, we're starting off with Kadarius Toney for the Giants, Myles Garrett, Matt Judon again, seen him quite a bit, Mike Carter on the Prestige. We got a Zach Wilson on the Playoff Momentum, Ramondre Stevenson Luminance. We got Elijah Moore Pink on the Canvas. Then we got A.J. Dillon, Terry McLaurin, Patty Mahomes. We got Terrace Marshall on the Score insert. Well, I guess not an insert, but then we got Najee on Magnitude, Michael Parsons on the Canvas, got Aaron Donald Pink, Cole Beasley, Austin Eckler, Najee, Michael Parsons on the Prestige, and we got a Terrace Marshall Flux on the Silver, which, let's check back real quick, didn't we? I think that was the one we had earlier, wasn't it? Yep. Interesting. All right, well, we got two of those, so congrats to the Panthers. Make sure I wasn't going crazy there. All right, this is like the Terrace Marshall box, I think. We got another Terrace Marshall on the Gridiron Kings. Jalen Waddle Pink, Gridiron Kings. We got Travis Etienne, Rashad Bateman, and Saquon Barkley. And then Jalen Waddle. Looks like we got another Prism Black coming up. Got a Kadarius Toney Clear Vision. Matt Ryan on the Pink. Ramondre Stevenson Pink Luminance. And let's see. We got Kareem Hunt, Damian Harris, Aaron Rodgers, and this time we got Javonte Williams going to the Broncos. For a second I was thinking it might be another Bears, but this one looks nice for Javonte going to the Broncos. Got a Pat Freiermuth on the Playoff Momentum, Derek Carr on the Chronicles. Got Micah Parsons on the Pink Foil Canvas, Taylor Heineke, Adam Thielen, Dawson Knox, De'Ami Brown, Chuba Hubbard. Then we got a Davis Mills on the Luminance and David Montgomery on the Pink. I think I've got Javonte Williams on one of my fantasy leagues this year. I inherited a couple of dynasty fantasy teams, and I think he's on one of them, so definitely interested to see how he does this year. All right, last box, y'all. When we get done, we'll do a quick recap, and then I'll do the giveaway for the Chad Johnson numbered card. Yeah, hopefully the video is working okay. I know I keep getting this message that says too low frames per second, so the frame rate is too low. So I'll work on that tomorrow. Again, I don't want to mess anything up and somehow freeze the video. So hopefully it looks clear enough and you can hear everything well enough. Just have to do a little bit of tweaking. Got so used to the setup for YouTube, so take a little bit, I guess, to get used to doing Facebook. Hopefully, eventually, maybe a few months down the road, once we've got enough people that have joined, it would be nice to even be able to do some breaks through the Facebook page, directly. That's kind of my vision for down the road. But it'll take a little bit before we get there, probably. All right, the last box. Good luck, everybody. We got DeAndre Hopkins, Marshawn Lattimore, Justin Fields, and then we got a Prestige for Micah Parsons, Anthony Schwartz on the playoff momentum. Justin Fields on the luminance. Cole Beasley, pink foil. Michael Pittman. Derrick Henry. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Got a Jalen Waddle. Then we got a magnitude for Justin Jefferson. Sam Ehlinger. Got Rondale Moore on the pink canvas. Chuba Hubbard. Devontae. And Jerry Jeudy. And we got a flux for Michael Carter for the Jets. Clear vision for Dwayne Eskridge. Got a Gridiron Kings for Eli Mitchell. Chronicles pink for Austin Eckler. Got Zach Wilson. Cooper Kupp. J.J. Watt. De'Ami Brown. Then we got a Kyle Trask on the Legacy. And it's the silver version. Got Odafe Owe for the Ravens. Devontae Smith, pink, on the Gridiron Kings. Got Michael Thomas, DK Metcalf, and Jonathan Taylor. And then we got Kyle Pitts on the Prestige. Azeez Ojulari for the playoff momentum for the Giants. Najee on the pink. Got a Chuba Hubbard, pink luminance. We got A.J. Brown, Travis Kelce, Christian McCaffrey. Got a Kadarius Toney on the score. And then a magnitude for Kyler Murray. A pink Travis Etienne. And a pink canvas for Anthony Schwartz for the Browns. All right, well, not too bad. So let me go ahead and get these two sleeved and top loaded, and then we'll do a quick recap. And then we'll do the giveaway. Oh, I got 3 to sleeve, sorry. So like I said, tomorrow night, 2 more breaks. So if you're interested, check those out. I forget the exact times, probably between 8 and 9:30. Well, 8 and 10 probably will be when the breaks will happen. So I got to go back and look, but those auctions should end probably around between 7 and 8 tomorrow, I imagine, when they'll start ending. All right, so I've got a decent number here sleeved up and top loaded, so we'll just do a quick run through. So we got the Kyle Trask silver legacy, Justin Fields on the luminance score for Kadarius Toney, Trey Lance pink, Terrace Marshall score, one of 2 Terrace Marshall flux silvers, T-Law on the luminance, legacy Mac Jones, Jalen Waddle pink Gridiron Kings. We got the silver Prism Black for Sam Ehlinger, Micah Parsons playoff momentum, Amon-Ra St. Brown on the legacy, Rondale Moore on the silver Prism Black, Kyle Pitts Donegan, Mac Jones on the clear vision, Najee clear vision, Eli Mitchell on the Prism Black. Got T-Law on the silver for the legacy card. Trey Lance Gridiron Kings. Got a pink foil Joey B for the Bengals. We got Zach Wilson magnitude, Davis Mills score, Devontae Smith pink canvas. T-Law on the playoff momentum. T-Law on the Donegan. Our other Terrace Marshall silver on the flux. Michael Carter Prism Black. Trey Lance on the magnitude. Najee Harris clear vision. Gridiron Kings pink for Najee. Jalen Waddle pink luminance. Got Jamar Chase on the Donegan insert. Justin Fields clear vision. Playoff momentum for Mac Jones. Trey Lance pink. And Mac Jones pink on the canvas. Got Zach Wilson on the Gridiron Kings pink. Legacy for Jamar Chase. And then we got the Kenneth Gainwell silver Prism Black. Had a pink Chronicles for Jamar Chase. And then we got a couple more of the Prism Blacks. We got Javonte Williams going to the Broncos, Justin Fields, and Zach Wilson. And then we have the Donegan silver for Kyle Pitts for Atlanta, and then the Gridiron Kings for Mac Jones. All right, so we'll do the giveaway real quick. And the giveaway card again is going to be from this year's Donruss Optic, Chad Johnson, the blue parallel out of $2.99. So let me go ahead and bring this back over. And we'll go to random.org. And let's see, give me just a second. Okay, sorry. Now it looks clear. Well, did I mess it up? There we go. All right, so roll the dice real quick, and it looks like 5. So then I'll go over here to the randomizer, and I've got all the teams loaded up in there. So we'll go ahead and randomize 5 times, and whoever is on top at the end of 5 will get the Chad Johnson. So one more. So real quick, just to show, it was 5 times. And it looks like it'll be the Bears. So the Bears will get the Chad Johnson. Congrats to the Bears. All right, well, that should do it. So hopefully it was a decent break for the first time there on the Facebook group page. Like I said, I'll try to work out some of the kinks, but hopefully if there was anything wrong, you all would have told me. So I do appreciate y'all for joining the group, and I hope to see y'all in a future break. But again, thanks again, and I hope y'all have a wonderful night and a great rest of your weekend.